Stormy Cloud 21. We're not done yet. I've also got this amp suit with an RDA driver. I've had this for a very long time. This version being The Way of Water, upcoming movie, 2022, December 16th. You know, they've already made an amp suit in this scale. Looks almost exactly the same, but there are differences. And they've already had a figure this size, and they've already had a knife and an interchangeable hand. But this one comes with this flamethrower here. This flamethrower is called the Bush Boss FD3, and it was used to clear brush and things like that, forest, whatever, for earth movers on Pandora. And it's also used to repel wildlife and or Navi attackers. Bush Boss FD3, the flamethrower. On the side of the box, it looks like this. A sea creature, which actually has a name too. Look that up in the book. It does have a name. It's called a pincher fish. And it is in one of the Avatar books that's currently out. Now, here is the artist rendering of the vehicle with the figure inside. The knife is an RDA soldier, and then it's the number 25. That's the flamethrower. Of course, different. It's not going to look exactly like the actual product. They spiced it up. Here is the playset, some figures, ones that I have reviewed. Eventually do want to get this, but I have not planned for that yet. So perhaps in the future, hopefully. So I say we open this up and take a look inside. Before I completely open this, look underneath, and it shows you how to put the flamethrower on the amp suit hand. Okay, now I'm starting to pull it out. First things first, as always, taking a picture of this. Here it is. This is the amp suit. It's not the first time we've seen an amp suit from World of Pandora. There's already been one from the first 2009 movie, and now this is one from The Way of Water. I still don't know about the RDA driver much because this is a brand new movie, so I have not seen what the faceplate can do yet, but there's that hand and that knife, which is very similar to the first movie, and then there is the flamethrower, which is also similar. And then this amp suit has a number 25 on it. If you remember Quaritch, and his amp suit has a number 11 on it. And I have that amp suit as well. I've already opened and reviewed it on this channel in the past. So now we take this out and put this together and check it out. So included in this set, you have here the RDA driver. I don't see hardly any articulation, of course, as expected, but the waist can move. This is just going to go down straight into the amp suit. The legs do not separate. There's no knee articulation, anything like that. No bend at the waist, just a twist. Okay. The arms do articulate up and down, but they are very tight, but they do. And these hands are rubbery. Okay. The head does turn side to side. Yeah, it does. So that is this figure. You're gonna get an interchangeable hand accessory for that amp suit, as well as you're going to get a knife for the amp suit. And then here, this is that flamethrower You wouldn't think of it as a gun, you would think of it as a flamethrower. It's the Bush Boss. It even says Bush Boss on there, lest you forget. So we're going to have to separate this like the instructions showed on the bottom of the box in order to have the figure hold this. And I'm not so sure, I might need a second. All right, here I've got it started. It's not the easiest to separate when you first start, but that's how you do it. And there's the inside. There's only one way that's gonna go back together, and it's that way, so you can't mess that up. Now, the amp suit. And we're gonna put that on here in a moment. But look at the articulation. You've got, these can move like this. You've got articulation in the arm out like that. You've got some articulation right there. You've also got some swivel in the, right there in the hand. I don't want to break anything, but I know it does it. I have to take it easy. Okay, this, look right there, see that? Okay, so you can articulate that out like that. You can, of course, bend this side in like that. And then again, bring that up. You have articulation right there. One of these is gonna pop out and hold the weapon. So we'll look at that here in a second. Okay, and then of course you've got the leg articulation. It's probably gonna pop off easy, I don't know, hopefully not. And then you've got articulation right there. And when this thing's walking, it can bend at the knee. Does this rotate? No. Just, you can rotate these in and out like this. Okay. You can also bend at the knee right there on this side. Does this swivel? No. The waist part does not swivel. But you can open up the cockpit. To do so, you just kind of grab the sides like this. It's real tiny, so it's not the easiest when you're dealing with something so small. You stick your figure in there. You try to get them straighter. Stop that. Okay, got them in, kinda. And you close this, close the hatch. There he is driving around in there. Now let's look at the weapon and the hand accessory. First of all, you go back to here and you can look and you see he's got a knife in his hand, so let's do that first. I'm gonna be careful because I'm not so sure if this is meant to swivel right here or not yet. I don't know, it has to get more broke in. So I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna put the knife down in there. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, but that's basically what you're going. Okay, so I'm putting it in the hand like that. I'm bending this. I'm not so sure how it's supposed to look according to the picture, because in the picture it can do that, but you can see this, the way this piece is. I don't know if this swivels right here, and I don't really want to find out right now and break something. So that's where I got my knife for now. Then I'm gonna try to put the gun in this. Now I'm gonna try to put the flamethrower in this other hand. To start that process, down in there like that. Okay. And when you do that, that thing's not coming off. It's on there. It's not coming off. That's a good design. It's stuck in the hand. It's not coming loose. It's not flying off at all. That's a really good idea, actually, because that is going to stay with the figure no matter where you move it all crazy. It's not going to come off, that flamethrower. Now, this other hand, you can pop that off with the knife there, and you can pop this hand in, and then you could have your open bracing hand. I'm not sure how that's gonna work since this hand can't go all the way over, but still, it's cool. So that if you held the bigger gun, the other gun from the other suit, you would have a bracing hand, or just down to the side. So this is neat. You can also put the knife in the hand like this. I sure wish I knew if that swiveled. I mean, look at my other figure. I probably figured it out. It sure would pose a lot better. Now, I forgot to look at the back. Let's look at the back. There's the back. And then looking down below at all this dirt, mud coloration. And this amp suit is different because this is number 25, The Way of Water. But remember, one from Quaritch, that's number 11. So, holding up this new version from The Way of Water and the previous 2009 movie version, and you can see they're very similar, but they are different. See the signage on the side there. Also, the paint application appears to be darker on this one and more green on this. I don't know. Appears to be a darker gray. I prefer this over this one. This one comes with this giant gun thing that Quaritch had, and his knife. This is the same similar looking knife. So yeah, I would say this is a more greenish, and this is more grayish. The hands appear to be maybe different. This is the Way of Water version. All those scuffs and stuff on top, and this is more scuffs on top, but it's like squared off. They both come with an accessory hand like this, but does appear different, even though similar. This is like a greenish color, greenish gray. That's like a darker gray. Pretty sure both versions of the amp suit right here. Of course, there's Quaritch in this one from 2009, and there's the new improved, I guess, version for the Way of Water. See, looks more like a greenish gray, and this is more like a darker gray. I prefer this one, even though they look exactly, pretty much seem like exact same thing, but they are different. Look, 11, 25, and then look at that signage right there. You're not gonna see it on the Way of Water one, not at all. So, pretty interesting, huh? So anyway, this is Stormy Cloud 21. I want to thank you for watching this review. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. See more cool stuff coming up soon, as well as that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and talk soon!